before you joined Forge, what was your fitness journey like before that?
So before I joined Forge, I primarily worked out doing yoga classes, walking, hiking, and I never really went and lifted any weights until I joined Forge.
Okay. Your story is really cool because you did personal training before you joined the Forge fleet. So what made you get into personal training and what made you choose Forge over like the other gyms in town?
My friends encouraged me to join Forge, telling me how great the personal training was with you, with Mason. And I thought, I've got to go try this because I'm getting older. I want to learn how to lift weights.
Yeah.
I want to get stronger. And that's why I chose. And also because this gym is so clean and so new.
Yeah.
And some of the other gyms are kind of run down.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that. And so with the personal training, what did you like about the personal training? And then what do you like about the Forge fleet? Like what's, I guess, better about the Forge fleet than personal training?
Well, starting out in personal training really gave me a lot of one-on-one training so that I could learn because I was such a beginner. I didn't really know how to do anything, or I didn't remember from past things what to do. And what I like about moving to the fleet is that I have more flexibility in the schedule because I can come down here now for class any day of the week, morning time, afternoon time. So it's really helpful with my work schedule.
Yeah. And then because I think the biggest thing for people is like the one-on-one is they feel like they're not going to get as much coaching if they're in a group environment. Have you felt that way, that you haven't got as much coaching or as much attention, or your progress has dipped down since joining the Forge fleet?
No, as a matter of fact, I think my progress has went up since I've become a member of the fleet.
Yeah.
I've just continued to get stronger, and try as I might, I still cannot avoid you seeing me slacking off or not doing not doing something correctly.
Yes.
So
that's awesome. Do you think having like a group is better? Because like you said, I think you kind of almost find like your group of people in the Forge fleet, and even like you've been getting into the class with like Jan and everybody else. Do you think that's helped you rather than just having to try to talk to me for an hour?
Well, yes. I mean, it turns it more into a social event because I work from home, and so I miss the social atmosphere of being at the office. And so when you know that your buddies are going to be down here to work out with you and that you have class coming up, it's something that I look forward to.
Yeah, perfect. So if somebody's like thinking about joining the Forge fleet from personal training, what would you tell them to kind of push them to join into the Forge fleet?
Joining the fleet, again, the number one thing I think of is the flexibility for the scheduling, because it really opens up more days, more times. And then you also have, not that you don't encourage me, but it also gives you all the encouragement from the people in your class.
Yeah,
like
awesome.
When you have a PR, or if you do something really great, they're there cheering you on. And so it's just nice to have that kind of a community. And that's something I really like about Forge, is it's just not a gym, but it's an entire community.
Oh yeah, you even did the deadlift competition, which I think it's very funny because you joined and you didn't even like want to like necessarily lift super heavy, or like, and you kind of just got into it, which I think that's like a lot of people really get into the heavy lifting once they like hit that first PR. You're like, oh, this is kind of actually addicting.
Yes.
But I think it's just cool to see like your I don't know, blossoming into like wanting to lift heavy. It's like you're a yoga teacher. I think that's really cool, where it's like instead of being a power lifter where we're like, hey, we're only going for strength, you kind of do a mixture of both where you still do your yoga on top of this. So I think that's really, really cool. If you could sum up the Forge fleet in 3 words, what would the 3 words be?
I find it to be fun. It's a wonderful community, and it's very challenging. We have not slacked off at all since I moved out of personal training.
Awesome. Perfect. Well, I think that's all I got.
All right. Thank you, Mason.
Yeah. Thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome.